Okay, guys, let's start now. Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to learn about IELTS reading, and we're focusing on the type of questions is the gap fill. So let's start now. I repeat, this is our lesson in the last week. We have a basic exam techniques. What you have to do when you are first facing a reading task. First is you don't have to read the passage first, just read the title. It's just to remind you, everyone. After that, go to the first question directly. You have to underline keywords in the question. And after that, search for those keywords you find in the question in the reading passage. You have to underline if you found the keywords in the reading passage. After that, read that part of the paragraph carefully and try to get the answer. After that, this is the keyword technique. It's the most important technique that we will use. Untuk semua jenis pertanyaan, keyword teknik ini akan sangat berguna. Nah, ini yang udah kita pelajarin di minggu yang lalu. Next is you have to read at normal speed, and if you could, you could skim or scan for numbers or names because it's quite easy one. If you find any difficult questions, just keep it and just get to the end. Try to finish the easiest one first. After that, go back to the difficult one. Okay. Now, today we're going to learn specifically about the gap fill types of question. There are 4 types of this gap fill question. First is fill the gaps with words from the passage. The second is fill the gaps with words from a list or box. The third, gaps to label a diagram. And the last one is gaps in a table. What type of the question is? Let's see one by one. But before that, dalam mengerjakan gap fill, we have the general strategies, everyone. Ini mirip dengan yang basic exam techniques, tapi more specific. For example, you have to read the question instruction first. Biasanya di question instructions itu, you will see akan ada ditulis write no more than 2 words or write no more than write 1 word only, or write 2 words and a number. So you have to really pay attention to the question instructions, okay? Second, read through the question and you have to identify the keywords. After that, carefully read the question with the first gap and think about what form will fit the gap. Is it noun, or is it adjective, or infinitive? And what type of word? It could be an amount, or a change, or an action, okay? After that, you have to go through the reading passage to find which sections of the reading has the answer. You have to choose the best word that suits the gap. If you are given a list of words in a box, you have to choose which one have the right form to fit and the right type. Di sini, di yang ketiga nih, carefully read the question with the first gap and think about what form will fit, what type of word. Di sini, pada saat teman-teman membaca questionnya, udah pasti akan tersirat kira-kira nih jawabannya akan seperti apa nih. Kira-kira yang diminta jawabannya bentuknya dalam bentuk apa nih. Kalau misalnya dia bilang in bla 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 bla, bisa jadi in location atau in tahun berapa, bisa jadi kayak gitu. Kita udah bisa memperkirakan jawaban apa yang kira-kira akan fit di dalam gap pertanyaan yang gap fill itu. Oke? Nah, notes-nya adalah your sentence must be grammatically correct when they are complete. And the answer, pay attention that the answers in text are not in the same order as the questions in the task. Jadi bisa jadi teman-teman akan bolak-balik ngebacain paragrafnya, karena bisa jadi jawabannya itu nggak sesuai dan nggak berurutan seperti dengan yang ada di pertanyaan. Okay? If you guys have questions, just tell me. Okay? Nah, untuk word limit, here are the example. for example, the question instructions ask you to write down only one word, so you can't just you can't write two words, you only have to write one word. Kalau misalnya diminta one word dan kita tulisnya red car, itu salah. Jadi one word ya bolehnya hanya one word aja, satu kata. Contohnya car. 2 words, red car. 3 words, expensive red car. 1 word and a number. This is we have one number. We have one word. 2 words and a number. One number, 2 words. Number 2 and words red and cars. 3 words and a number. This one number and these are 3 words. Okay, a number here, ini nggak dihitung satu-satu angka ya, tapi dihitung secara keseluruhan. So we have a number here, satu angka. Oke, hitungnya seperti itu.
Miss mau tanya, Miss.
Ya.
Kan pernah saya latihan tentang yang one word to word gitu kan. Terus waktu di apa namanya si question ini minta jangan lebih dari 2 kata. Terus misalnya jawabannya over decades gitu kan. Terus saya lihat di kunci jawaban cuma decades. Kalau gitu gimana, Miss?
Tergantung dari konteks pertanyaannya. Masih ingat nggak konteks pertanyaannya apa? Kalau di pertanyaan udah tulis over decades, over berarti yang kita tulis hanya decades aja.
Pertanyaannya tentang nanya itunya aja sih, kayak rentang waktunya gitu. Jadi saya jawab over decades, tapi di apa answer key-nya cuma decades doang gitu.
Tapi instruksinya no more than 2 words ya?
Iya,
Apanya one word?
no more than 2 words.
Saya harus lihat konteks kalimatnya sih, karena jangan sampai kita menjawab over decades ternyata secara grammatically dia nggak cocok. Bisa jadi kayak gitu. Salah satu penyebab dia bisa salah ya karena secara konteks grammar dia nggak cocok ditulis dengan over decades misalnya.
Oke, thank you, Miss.
Ya. Itu yang tadi saya bilang bahwa di note sebelumnya you have to pay attention to the context of grammar secara keseluruhan. Kita juga harus lihat kata sebelum dan kata sesudah dari gap fill itu. Bisa jadi kata sesudah menyiratkan bahwa kita harus pakai plural atau kita harus pakai singular di gap fill itu. Nah, itu yang harus teman-teman pahamin juga. Oke? Let's see the next slide. Nah, ini adalah contoh question, the first type of questions. Fill the gaps with words from the passes. Here we have the question 1, 2, 3. First, we have the first question, second question, and third question. What you have to do is, you have to first read the instruction here, find a word or words in the passage to complete the sentences below. Wait a minute. After that, read the questions and try to find the keywords. You could underline the keywords, okay? For example, number 1, finding links between items is possible for certain people by utilizing their blah 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 blah. Kalau dilihat sepintas, utilizing their blah 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 blah, it means that something they own, okay? By utilizing their ini kepemilikan kan? Jawabannya kemungkinan besar adalah something related to them. It could be a noun. And number 2, they enjoy mental challenge and are skillful at something. Here we have noun too. At something, they are skillful at something. Something ini require planning and foresight. Number 3, people with this type of intelligence are often good at going beyond the obvious it could be by doing something and something. Here. Oke, jadi ini yang saya sebutin sebelumnya bahwa pada saat kita membaca question, we have to expect what answer we will write, okay? Dan bentuk answernya kayak gimana itu pasti kita udah tahu kayak gimana nih jawabannya meskipun kita belum baca. Nah, gimana caranya untuk make sure adalah you have to going through the passage, find the keywords yang sama dengan pertanyaan. After that, kalau misalnya udah dapat jawabannya, silahkan dicocokkan kira-kira sesuai dengan konteks dan meaning-nya nggak? Oke, guys. Untuk pertanyaan ini, silahkan dikerjain. Jangan lupa send me private chat through English Studio privately. You have 2 minutes. Your time start now. Good job, Mr. Zaror. Good job, Mr. Anam. Good job, Mr. Haris. Mr. Alim, good job for number 1. Mr. Zaror, your number 2, please check it again. Ten seconds left. Miss Dewi, good job. You have to check again your number 2. Okay, guys, time's up. Let's see the other one. Mr. Rido, you have to check your number 2. Okay. Miss Patika, good job for number 1. Okay, everyone. Anyone could answer? Could tell me where is the answer for number 1? Let's see, Mr. Anam. Hello, Mr. Anam.
Yes, Miss.
Please, what is your answer for number 1?
Logical skills.
Yes. Where can I find the answer in the paragraph?
In the first paragraph, Miss, because
okay.
Utilizing is the same meaning with using.
Yeah, so the answer is using their logical skills. The answer is logical skills. Good job, Mr. Anam. Thank you. How about number 2? Anyone could explain? How about apa ya? Apa tadi yang dulu? Sorry, wait a minute, guys. Number two. How about Mr. Haris? Games. So where can I find the answer?
In the last sentence of the first paragraph.
Okay, here they may simply excel at games involving strategies such as chess. Okay, good job. Mr. Zaror, are you there? Mr. Zaror?
Yeah, Miss.
Nah, Mr. Zaror, I see your answer is at game strategy, right?
Nomor berapa, Miss?
Number 2.
Oh, iya.
Yes, game strategy. The correct answer must be at game. Why? Seperti tadi yang disebutin Mr. Haris. Here we have the answer. They may simply excel at games involving strategy such as chess. If you see the context of the question for number 2, they enjoy mental challenge and are skillful at something here, which require planning and foresight. Require planning and foresight is a synonym of strategy. So you don't have to mention strategy again here. Okay?
Okay.
So the correct answer is at games. Okay. Number 3. Anyone could answer number 3? Let's see who else. Miss Desi?
Yes, Miss.
Could you please explain why you answer?
Because I see the key point intelligence and it seems with the second paragraph.
Second paragraph here, okay.
And it's mentioned about obvious of the
beyond the obvious.
Yeah, so obvious. I need absolutely. It's meant to act of investigating and analysis.
Here, the very act of investigating here, ini kan, yang ini kan ya?
Yeah.
The very act of investigating and analyzing allows you to go beneath the surface. Here we have beneath the surface is a synonym of beyond the obvious, okay? And the answer, the correct answer is right, Miss Desi, investigating, analyzing. How you guys write down that? Tulisnya gini ya, nggak pakai N lagi ya, karena di dalam konteks question kita udah ada N. So what you have to write is this. Investigating, bisa pakai koma, bisa nggak pakai koma, kemudian analyzing. Oke, you don't have to write N karena itu jadi salah.
Oke.
Oke, everyone, ada pertanyaan sampai sini? Nggak ada, kita lanjut ya. Let's see the next one. This is the answer, logical skills, games, investigating, analyzing. Nah, untuk pertanyaan, the second types of question is fill the gaps with words from a list or box. Here we have a list of words in a box. Here we have the question. You have to complete the summary. And here is the reading passage. What you have to do, first, read this question so you have the general picture of what you are going to do. After that, lihat ini sepintas kata-kata yang ada di dalam box. Oke. Setelah itu, jangan lupa tadi di sini ditandain ya keywords-nya apa-apa aja. Setelah itu baru ke reading passage. The first time that and bla 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 and plus noun. Ini udah pasti noun di nomor 1. Of a rage was recorded was in the 1940s, but the passenger was never actually charged for an offense because there were no clear rules in place to specify where to prosecute. It was later bla 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 that it would be the country where the plane is registered. Ini something happened di sini. That it would be the country where the plane is registered. A rage has bla 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 significantly. Di sini most likely adalah perubahan. Bla 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 significantly. Di sini ada kata significantly diikuti dengan kata growing. Oke? Okay? A rage is bla 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 to be a major problem in the future as air travel increases. Let's see. Di sini nanti teman-teman udah dapat gambaran umum. Kira-kira apa sih yang diminta dari sini? Terus kira-kira apa ya kata-kata yang tepat yang bisa kita masukkan. Jangan lupa jawabannya di sini ya. Nah, kalau misalnya teman-teman di sini udah dapat jawabannya, apa kata yang bisa mengisi? Lihat di sini, kemungkinan kata yang teman-teman dapat di sini itu berbeda dengan kata yang ada di sini. So you have to find the best synonym yang bisa ngisi dan fit the gap fill ini. Okay, guys, you have 3 minutes for this question types. Your time start now. 2 minutes left. Don't forget to send me your answer through private chat. Good job, Mr. Haris. One minute left. Mr. Rido, please check your answer for number 2.
Nggak ada. Yang keluar, ada mobil.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. Okay, time's up, everyone. Miss Fatika, good job. Miss Claudia, you hesitate for number 1. Okay. Mr. Anam, good job. Mr. Zaror, good job. Mr. Rido, good job. Okay, Miss Desi, please check your number 2. Let's see, guys. Here we have number 1. Mr. Rido, could you please explain your answer for number 1?
Yeah.
What is your answer for number 1?
Incident.
Yes, where I can find the answer in the paragraph.
In the first sentence, I think, when the first recorded case of an airline passenger turning seriously violent during a flight, I think turning seriously violent during a flight, like incident, I think, and it's related to the air raids that happened in 1947.
Okay, good job. Here we have the keywords. Air raid happened in 1947. The first record case, actually here are our, ini dia nih, case. The first recorded case, the first time that and blah 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 of air raid was recorded. We have case here. Case is similar to incident, right? Okay, so number 1, the correct answer is incident. Thank you, Mr. Rido. How about number 2? Miss Claudia, are you there?
Yes, Miss.
Could you please tell me your answer for number 2?
Predicted.
Predicted. Why predicted? Could you please show me the answer in the paragraph?
Wait.
Ini dulu, kita lihat dulu di mana paragraf yang ada jawaban nomor 2 ini.
Di mana ya?
Where the plane is registered. Here, we have here.
Iya.
Okay.
Yes. The first paragraph.
The first paragraph.
Second sentence. No, the third sentence.
The third
However,
sentence.
the country
However,
where the plane was registered.
Okay. So the answer, your answer is it was later predicted.
Yes, predicted.
Why you answer predicted?
Tadi sekitar sini lupa di mana.
Okay. Here, the country where the plane was registered or the country where the crime was committed in 1963 at the Tokyo Convention. Here we have, it was later blah 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 that it would be the country where the plane is registered. Okay. Okay, at the Tokyo Convention, it was decided here. It was decided that the laws of the country where the plane is registered take precedence. Here, ini konteksnya sama dengan pertanyaan ini kan, nomor 2. It was later in 1963. It means later dari yang terjadi di sebelumnya. At the Tokyo Convention, it was decided that the laws of the country where the plane is registered take precedence. So, ini ada kata decided. The answer should be here. Established. Not predicted, not found. Laws, biasanya kata yang kita pakai adalah established. Not found. Okay? And not predicted. The correct one yang bisa sesuai dengan konteksnya adalah established. So the correct answer for number 2 is established. Okay? Thank you, Miss Claudia. How about the answer for number 3, Miss Fatika? Could you please explain? Miss Fatika? Okay.
Yeah, Miss. Number 3 is increase.
Okay, increase. Where I can find the answer?
In paragraph.
Here, ini cepat banget kan dapatnya ya? Ini ada 400% increase 400. Ya kan? Oke. Terus jawabannya? Increase. Increase, here 400 increase. From 1995. Oke. Yes. Increase. Ini ya? Increase. Yes, Miss. Good job. How about number 4? Mr. Riswandi? Mr. Riswandi, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Could you please explain for number 4?
Passenger.
Passenger?
Yes.
Why your answer is passenger?
In the paragraph 2.
Paragraph 2 here. Line
8.
Line 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here.
Air incidents out of approximately 4 million passengers.
Oh, okay, this one. Air rage incidents out of approximately 4 million passengers. Okay, let's see the question first. Air rage is blah 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 to be a major problem. Kalau di sini passengers, air rage is passengers, sepertinya konteksnya nggak sesuai. Oke? Okay? Air rage is passenger to be a major problem. Sedangkan di sini inti dari major problem ini adalah bukan passengers-nya, tapi air rage-nya. Oke? Okay? So passengers is not the correct answer. The correct answer is predicted. Air rage is predicted to be a major problem. Here we have nih. Ada juga di bawah, means that air rage may become a major issue in coming years. Air travel is predicted. Here we also have air travel is predicted to rise by 5% internationally by 2010, leading to increased airport congestion. This coupled with the flying public's increased aggression means that air rage may become a major issue in coming years. Dari kata-kata yang ada di sini, yang paling tepat adalah predicted. Oke?
Oke, Miss.
Oke, thank you. Oke, everyone, ada pertanyaan untuk jenis pertanyaan yang kedua ini? Nggak ada ya? Let's move to the next. Ini jawabannya. Nah, sekarang yang ketiga adalah fill the gaps to label a diagram. Here we have the diagram, and here we have the reading passage. Ini reading passage-nya nggak komplit, saya cuma ambil setengahnya aja. What you have to do in this type of questions is, you have to first read the question instructions. Here we have write no more than 2 words. I'm sorry. From the passage for each answer, no more than 2 words. Do not write articles. Read the paragraph underlining new terms and important names. You going through the paragraph? Di sini kan udah ketahuan ya, kayak kalau lihat dari diagramnya kita harus menamakan part-part ini apa aja sih namanya nih. Nah, terus ke reading paragraph. Kalau dibaca sekilas, chicken egg consists of 6 main parts. Pertanyaannya ada 6. Albumin, yolk, shell, germinal disc, collagen, air cell. Berarti semua ini, 6 ini akan masuk ke dalam sini. Okay, after that, back and forth between diagram and paragraph, think which parts of it you can label. Jadi lihat ini yang paling luar, cari kata-kata, oh yang paling luar tuh apa ya, nomor 1 misalnya. Yang paling luar, kemungkinan bakalan dibilang outer, bagian terluar, atau surface. Nah, carilah kata-kata yang itu di reading paragraph. After that, kalau misalnya kita udah ada asumsi, check your assumption by looking back at underlined terms and label the parts you are sure of. Okay guys, tanpa lama-lama. This is the diagram and this is the reading passage. You have 3 minutes to answer the question. Your time start now. Don't forget to send me your answer, guys. Good job, Mr. Zaror. Good job, Mr. Zaror. Good job, Mr. Anam. Good job, Mr. Ridho. Good job, Mr. Haris. Good job, Mr. Riswandi. Miss Desi, please check your answer for number 2. And number 4. Good job, Miss Fatika. $30 seconds left. Good job, Miss Claudia. Good job, Mr. Zaror. Mr. Riswandi, please check your answer for number 2. Mr. Zaror, good job. Okay, time's up, everyone. Okay, number 1, Miss Tiara, are you there? Miss Tiara? Okay, let's move to Mr. Riswandi for number 1. Could you please state the answer? Mr. Riswandi?
Yes.
What is your answer for number 1?
Sorry, Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Baru 2 yang terjawab.
Oh, okay. How about Mr. Anam? Mr. Anam? What is your answer for number 1?
Yes, Miss. Number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 is shell.
Shell. Okay, where can I
find the answer in the paragraph 3 in the first sentence.
Paragraph 3, first sentence. Okay, here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the outer part of the egg, the shell. Ini udah jelas ya. Berarti ya, outer partnya adalah nggak ada yang tunjukin selain nomor 1. So number 1 is
Yes.
shell. Thank you. Good job, Mr. Anam.
Okay, thank you.
Haris, could you please explain number 2?
Okay, so my answer is germinal disc. We can find it on the first sentence of the 4th paragraph. And last but not least, let's look at the germinal disc. It's a small circular white spot on the surface of the yolk.
Okay, white spot on the surface of the yolk. Okay, white spot, satu-satunya white spot ini ada di sini, and that's number 2. So the answer is germinal disc. Good job, Mr. Haris. Thank you. Miss Fatika, how about number 3?
Number 3 is chalaza. In the
yeah.
paragraph 2, line
2 here.
1, 2, 3, 4. 3.
Chalaza here.
Yolks is anchored by chalaza, a spiral rope-like strand.
Okay, that anchors the yolk in the thick egg white. Here, spiral. A spiral rope-like strand that anchors the yolk. Okay, good job, Miss Fatika. Thank you. How about number 4, Miss Desi? Could you please explain?
Yes, Miss, I was wrong because distracted by the word of contract of the between the outer and inner. So I didn't look at number 6.
Oh, okay. Sorry, what is your answer for number 4? Sebelumnya apa?
For air cell.
Oh, shell. Okay.
Air cell.
Air cell. Air shell should be. Udah dapat jawaban nomor 4?
I think it's albumin.
Albumin. Yes, that's the correct answer. The albumin. Where I can find the albumin. Albumin. Here. Another very important part of the egg is the albumin, which is the inner thick white part. Inner thick white part of the egg. Here, inner thick. white part. Okay? The inner, this is the outer, and this is the inner. Okay, good job, Miss Desi. Thank you. Mr. Zarar, how about number 5? Mr. Zarar?
Okay. Number 5 is yolk.
Yolk. This is the here. Ini kan? One of the main parts of the egg is yolk, the yellow inner part. The yellow one hanya ada satu dan di dalam telur ini hanya ada satu. So the correct answer is number 5 is yolk. Thank you, Mr. Zarar. Miss Claudia, how about number 6? Miss Claudia?
Number 6.
Here.
At the third paragraph.
At the paragraph.
Air cell is an airspace that forms when the contents of the egg cool and contract after the egg is laid.
Okay, kalau dilanjutkan, the air cell usually rests between
the air cell with outer and inner. Yeah.
As the egg closure. Okay, good job everyone. Agak mudah kan untuk labeling ya. Kalau labeling, yang penting kita ini meskipun nggak ada kata keywordsnya, kita udah tahu karena di sini jelasin. You have to really pay attention to the diagram dan jangan lupa selalu bikin asumsi kira-kira ini jawabannya apa ya. Kira-kira kata apa yang perlu saya cari untuk menjelaskan tentang diagram ini di paragraf. Oke, ada pertanyaan untuk yang ini? Ada ya? Oke. Let's move to, ini jawabannya. Nah, selanjutnya, the last one, fill the gaps in the table. Untuk fill the gaps in the table ini, di sini kita punya contoh pertanyaan dalam bentuk table. What you have to do is study the layout of the tables carefully, look at the heading, look carefully apa yang ada di rows. Ini. French, Spanish, South African bowl roller, and look the columns. Apa yang diminta? We have size, we have preferred climate. Untuk French apa? Untuk Spanish apa? Untuk South African bowl roller apa? Complementary species. Untuk each of these. Start of active period. Untuk Spanish. Number of generations per year. Spanish menghasilkan berapa, South African bowl roller menghasilkan berapa. Oke, gitu caranya kita ngelihat questions untuk table. Nah, pay attention to word limit. Kalau disebutin no more than 3 words, so jangan tulis lebih dari 3 kata. Oke, pay attention to word limit. Kalau di sini disebutin no more than 3 words. Jadi nggak boleh lebih dari 3 kata. Let's see the question. Ini reading passage-nya. Dan ini pertanyaannya. Jangan lupa no more than 3 words. Pertanyaannya nomor 9, nomor 10, nomor 11, nomor 12, nomor 13. You have to answer for number 1, Spanish. Preferred climate, apa? Start of active period di Spanish-nya apa? Kemudian number of generations per year untuk spesies Spanish itu berapa? South African bowl roller itu juga sama. Yang diminta adalah preferred climate, complementary species-nya. Okay, guys, you have 3 minutes. Your time start now. Don't forget to send me your answer through chat. I give you hints. The answer should be in this paragraph. The answer is in this paragraph. One minute left. Don't forget to send your answer. Okay, guys, let's see. I'll give you additional 1 minute. Okay. Mr. Rido, please check your number 9 and the number 12 and number 13. Miss Desi, please check your number 9, number 10, number 12, and number 13. Mr. Khair, Mr. Anam, please check your number 9. Okay. Number 12. Mr. Riswandi, good job. Miss Fatika. Miss Fatika, good job. Miss Claudia, please check your number 9, number 10, and number 13. Mr. Riswandi, good job. Miss Tiara, check your number 9. That's the correct answer, but not cara nulisnya nggak gitu. Overall, good job, Miss Tiara. Mr. Haris, check your number 9, number 12, number 13. Okay, guys. I think this is quite difficult, right? Okay, let's see the answer. By the way, it's already 5 minutes. Okay, let's see who answer. We have Miss Claudia, Miss Claudia. Okay, Miss Claudia, are you there?
Tapi aku salah kan nomor 9 ya.
Oh iya, nggak apa-apa. Udah dapat jawabannya nggak?
Baru nyoba sih, nggak tahu bener apa enggak.
Oke, let's see ya. Number, coba kita coba dulu deh ke Miss Tiara. Miss Tiara, are you there? Miss Tiara? Oke, kita jawab aja ya. Here we have, di sini kan tadi udah saya jelasin bahwa ada di paragraf ini semua jawabannya. So, kita abaikan yang ini, paragraf pertama. Let's see di paragraf kedua. Spanish preferred climate. Here, Spanish preferred climate. For maximum dung burial in spring, summer, and autumn, farmers require a variety of species with overlapping periods of activity. In the cooler environments of the state of Victoria, the large French species, ini French yang diminta tadi ada di sini, French. Okay, is matched with smaller, healthy size, temperate climate Spanish species. Here we have the answer for number 9. Is matched with smaller, healthy size, Spanish. Size-nya adalah half dari French. Here we have 1.25. Preferred climate, temperate climate Spanish species. So the correct answer must be temperate untuk private climate ya. Number 9 is temperate. Number 9 is temperate. Okay. Nah, selanjutnya di sini ya, temperate climate Spanish species. How about number 10? Mr. Rido? Mr. Rido, are you there?
Yeah, number 10, the answer is early spring.
Okay, early spring. Where can we find the answer?
The latter which multiply rapidly in early spring produce the 5 generation annually.
Nah, ini udah satu kali ya, sama nomor 11 ya.
Yeah.
The latter ini maksudnya di sini kan ada dijelasin, ada large French species, kemudian dijelasin tentang Spanish species. The former ini refer to French species, okay? Are slow to recover from the winter cold and produce only 1 or 2 generations of offspring. 1 and 2 of offspring from late spring, start of active periodnya late spring, untuk French. Jangan lupa. Nah, the latter ini refer to Spanish species. Okay. Start of active periodnya udah dijelasin tadi Mr. Rido, jawabannya adalah early spring. Number of generations per year adalah 2 to 5. Nah, tadi saya lihat teman-teman nulisnya ada yang seperti ini. Ini kita tulis early spring. Number 10 adalah early spring. Nah, number 11, teman-teman kan semuanya jawabannya benar, tapi jangan lupa diingat lagi kalau yang diminta words only, yang ditulisin jangan angkanya ya, jangan gini. Yang diminta kan tadi no more than 3 words kan. Jadi teman-teman tulisnya 2 to 5. Jangan terkecoh karena di atas tulisnya 1 sampai 2, teman-teman di sini tulisnya 2 sampai 5. Oke? Yang benar adalah 2 to 5. Kalau kalian tulis 2 sampai 5, most likely itu akan jadi correct answer. Oke, guys? How about number 12? Mr. Riswandi, could you please explain number 12? Okay. Move to Mr. Anam. Could you please explain number 12?
Maybe the subtropical beetle is.
Okay, good job. That's the correct answer.
Yeah.
But you have to pay attention. Preferred yang ditanyain adalah preferred climate. Okay, so the answer must be subtropical aja without beetle. Subtropical climate. Okay, the answer must be subtropical climate. Here we have South African ball roller. South African ball rolling species being a subtropical beetle. Okay, being a subtropical, climate-nya dia, preferred climate-nya dia adalah subtropical for number 12. Thank you, Mr. Anam. Mr. Haris, could you please explain number 13?
I guess it should be South African tunneling.
Yes, that's the correct answer. Okay. South African tunneling. Here we have complementary species, prefers the climate of northern and coastal New South Wales, where it commonly works with the South African tunneling species. Good job, Mr. Haris. That the correct answer is South African tunneling. Okay, guys. Sampai sini ada yang ingin ditanyain? Nggak ada. Kita lihat jawabannya ya. Ini tadi temperate, early spring. Ini jawaban yang salah, 2-5. Jangan ditulis itu. Tulisnya 2 to 5. Refer to instruction ya. Kalau yang diminta bisa ada angka, tulis angka. Tapi kalau yang diminta hanya words aja, tulisnya words. South African subtropical, number 13, South African tunneling. Okay, everyone. Untuk jenis-jenis the types of questions for gap fill sampai sini. Kalau ada yang ingin ditanyain, silahkan. Kalau nggak ada, kita lanjut ke practice ya. Nggak ada ya yang ditanyain ya? Okay, let's practice. We have here question 1 to 4. You have 2 minutes. Your time start now. One minute left. Good job, Mr. Rido. Twenty seconds left. Mr. Haris, please check your answer for number 4. That's the correct answer, but in correct form. Mr. Anam, good job. Please check your answer for number 4. That's the correct answer, but not in correct form. Miss Desi, good job. Mr. Zaror, good job. But remember, do not write number. The instructions say no more than 2 words. Good job, Mr. Haris. Good job, Miss Fatika. Good job, Miss Desi. Okay, guys, time's up. Let's move to the next question. Here we have question 5 to 9. Okay, you have 3 minutes. Start from now. Mr. Rizwandi, check your answer for number 5. "45 seconds left. Half minutes left. Mr. Rido, check your number 5. Number 7. Number 8. Mr. Haris, check your number 5. Number 7. Number 8. Miss Claudia, check your number 5. Number 8. Miss Fatika, check your number 5. Number 5, 6, 7. Number 7. Number 8. Mr. Zaror, check your number 5. Mr. Anam, check your number 5. Number 8. Miss Desi, check your number 7. And number 8. Mr. Rizwandi, check your number 5. By the way, I give you guys additional 1 minute. Start from now. Please check your answer. Half minutes to go. Mr. Zaror, your answer for number 6 is correct. Yes, Mr. Haris correct for your number 5. Number 8 correct. But see the word in the table for number 8. If you write that, it could be incorrect. Miss Desi, please check your number 7. Miss Claudia, check your number 5, number 8. Okay, guys, time's up. Let's move to the next question. Sorry, number berapa? Okay, number 10 to number 13. You have 3 minutes. Start from now. You still have half minute. Let's see the answer. Mr. Zaro, number 12, correct. Mr. Rido, please check your answer for number 10. Number 11. Miss Fatika, please check your answer for number 10 and number 12. Number 11, sorry. Okay, Miss Desi, please check your answer for number 11. And number 12, please pay attention to the instruction, the question instruction, no more than one word. Mr. Harris, please check your answer for number 11. Mr. Anam, please check your answer for number 11 and number 12 and number 13. Miss Desi, please check your answer for number 11. Mr. Rizwandi, please check your answer for number 13. Miss Claudia, please check your answer for number 10. Mr. Zaral, good job for number 13. Miss Desi, good job. Okay, guys, time's up. Let's move to the next question. Here, you have 3 minutes untuk pertanyaan paragraf ini. Ini paragraf pertanyaan number 14, paragraf ini. Number 15 dan 16 akan di next slide. Jadi kerjain nomor 1, nomor 14 dulu aja ya. You have 1 minute, start now. This is the paragraph for question number 14. Half minute left. Okay, time's up. Let's move to the next question. This is the reading passage for number 15 and 16. You have 2 minutes. Start from now. Mr. Iswandi, please check your number 14. Miss Desi, please check your number 15 and 16. Mr. Rido, please check your answer. Half minutes to go. Miss Patika, please check your last answer. Mr. Haris, good job. Okay, guys, time's up. Mr. Zaror, correct for number 15. Mr. Rido, please check your number 15. Miss Claudia, please check your number 14 and 16. Mr. Anam, please check your number 15 and 16. Okay, guys, time's up, by the way. Okay, let's see the answer, yeah. Let's go to the answer. Okay, here are the answer. Let's see. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Anyone could explain? Tapi tadi saya lihatnya semuanya hampir benar sih ya. Kita going langsung aja ya. Number 1, thick leaves. Here we have di sini 1 cell thick leaves. So the answer should be 1 cell. Good job, everyone. Number 2, stalk. Sometimes they produce thin stalks. Thin stalks here. Oh my God. Here we have thin stalks. Number 3, top with capsules containing spores. Capsules. Here we have inside capsules. What is inside capsules? Containing spores. It should be spores. Yeah.
I can see the answer. This is in the screen. Yeah.
Sorry?
In the screen. Okay.
Udah muncul belum?
Udah muncul, Miss.
Okay. Number 3, spores. The answer is spores. And number 4, normally between. They are typically 1 to 10 centimeters tall. Normally between 1 and 10 centimeters. The answer should be here. 1, 10. Jangan lupa jangan tulis angka karena yang diminta adalah no more than 2 words. Oke. Okay? Tadi beberapa orang menulis 1 sampai 1,10 ya. Your answer is incorrect. The correct one is 1, 10. No more than 2 words. Jangan lupa nih, selalu saya ingatkan, don't forget to read carefully the question instruction. Let's move to the next question. Here we have number 5 to number 9. Mosses grow in moist. Here we have mosses are small flowerless plants that usually grow in dense green clumps. Di sini emang disebutin usually grow in dense green clumps. Tapi teman-teman jangan lupa di belakang ada shaded locations on rocks. So the most yang paling benar untuk mengisi gap fill ini bukan dense tapi moist. Kenapa moist? Di sini ada lagi selanjutnya in damp and shady locations. Damp itu lembab, artinya dalam bahasa Indonesia lembab. Di sini ada kata moist. Moist ini sama juga sinonimnya dari damp, lembab juga. Jadi the most correct one is moist. For number 5, shaded locations on rocks, soil, wood, or in bogs. When mosses grow on trees, jadi kita harus cari ini kata mosses grow on trees, they are not classed as. Okay, here nih. Can be classed as growing on rocks with exposed mineral soil, disturbed soils, acid soils, blah 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 blah. While mosses often grow on trees, here we have this. While mosses often grow on trees as I don't know how to spell this. They are never parasitic on the tree. Jadi they are not classed as. Di sini kita dapat never parasitic, tapi kira-kira di sini ada nggak parasitic atau yang mirip-mirip? Oh, here we have parasites. So the correct answer is parasites. Nah, tadi juga ada yang menjawab hanya menulis parasite without S. You have to answer S apa yang tertulis di dalam box ini, oke? Jangan mengurangi katanya, jangan ditambahin, tapi tulis sesuai dengan apa yang ada di box. But when they grow, next question, but when they grow on lawns, they are typically seen as grow on lawns. Itu kata kunci kita. Moss is often considered a weed in grass lawns. Typically seen as weeds. Here we have weed. Di sini di box ada weed juga. Weeds. So the correct answer should be weeds for number 7. Japanese gardeners believe that moss has special aesthetic. Tadi ada yang jawab aesthetic, I know why. Karena di sini kalian melihat encourage to grow under aesthetic principles kan. Bisa jadi ini karena di sini ada juga aesthetic. But is that the correct one? We have to see the next sentences. For example, moss in old temple gardens, for example, moss can be added to carpet afforesting as it is thought to add a sense of calm, age, and stillness. Add a sense of calm, age, and stillness, ini adalah kata kunci kita, which refer to dia punya qualities. Jadi the correct answer must be special qualities, okay? Bukan special aesthetic atau tadi ada yang jawab special sense. The most correct answer is qualities. Ada kata to add sense of calm, age, and stillness. Ini kualitas yang dimiliki dari moss itu. And it is often used as a carpet in temple gardens. Moss is also used in bonsai. Sorry, where this one? Moss can be added to carpet of forest scene. Okay? In temple gardens. Here we have in old temple gardens can be added to carpet of forest scene. Okay, guys? Nah, apalagi yang kita pelajari dari sini adalah bahwa nggak selamanya yang di pertanyaan itu sama dengan order yang ada di paragraf. Kayak contoh nomor 8 dan nomor 9. Kalau di sini nomor 9 dulu, yang muncul karpet dulu, baru qualities, tapi di pertanyaan yang diminta qualities dulu, baru karpet. Oke? Nah, let's move. Ini jawabannya. Teman-teman nanti bisa lihat. Ini moist, damp and shady location, parasites di sini. Weeds, moss is often considered a weeds. Qualities, to add sense of calm, age, and stillness. Carpet here, moss can be added to carpet afforesting. Okay, let's move to question 10 to 13. By the way, if you have question, langsung potong aja ya, langsung tanya aja teman-teman. Nah, instructionnya adalah complete the table below using no more than one word. Tadi ada yang jawab 2 kata, ada yang jawab 3 kata. Pay attention to this, no more than one word. Okay? Wild must be intact. Where is the answer? Here. The uses for intact moss are principally in the florist trade. Here, usesnya adalah florist trade and home decoration. Di sini jangan lupa, yang teman-teman harus lihat adalah type of moss-nya apa. Wild must be intact. The uses for intact moss. Intact moss is the type of moss. Okay, so the correct answer for number 10 is intact. After that, we have decaying sphagnum as a component of peat form. Decaying sphagnum. Here, we have decaying moss in the genus Sphagnum. Is also the major component of peat, which is mined for use as a fuel. Fuel, use-nya adalah fuel. Kemudian, as a horticultural soil additive. Horticultural ada katanya sama. Di sini number 11 adalah soil additive. Karena yang diminta no more than one word, jadi kita hanya pakai soil aja. Horticultural additive nggak cocok, yang dipakai adalah usesnya adalah horticultural soil. Kemudian number 12, whiskey production. Here and in smoking malt in the production of Scotch whiskey. Usesnya adalah production dari apa? Production of Scotch whiskey. Karena yang diminta no more than one word, so we just white whiskey production. Okay, guys. Nah, selanjutnya adalah type of moss-nya sphagnum, some sphagnum species. Here we have in the last paragraph to dress blah 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 during the First World War. Here ada sphagnum mosses were used as first aid dressings to dress wounds, dressings on soldiers' wounds. Bukan first aid, bukan to dress first aid, konteks kalimatnya salah. to dress wounds, dressings on soldiers' wounds during the First World War. Okay, so the correct answer must be wounds. Nah, number 14 and number 16. Here, number 14 is the feeding dish. Di sini teman-teman bisa lihat. Von Frisch discovered the difference between dance types by changing the position of the feeding dish. On a hunch, he started gradually moving the feeding dish further and further away, and noticed as he did so that the dance of the returning starfish also start changing. The difference between dance types by changing the position of the feedings. Dia discover difference between dance types. Di sini ditulisin dance of the returning starfish also start changing. So the correct answer must be feeding dish. Number 15. Here we have the dance outside the high points in the directions of food or food source. You could answer food and you could also answer food source. Wait, di sini ada katanya, and depending on where they dance, the strike portion of the waggle dance would point in different directions. The dance outside the high points. The outside dance, here we have the outside dance, the keyword, was fairly easy to decode. The strike portion of the dance points directly, points in the direction to the food source. The correct answer is food or food source. Here we have the answer. And the last question, the angle of the dance from the vertical shows the angle of the food from the sun. Di sini ada, kalau teman-teman bisa lihat, angle of the dance from the vertical shows the angle of the food from the sun. The feeding place is 14 degrees to the left of the sun, then the dancer would run 40 degrees to the left of the vertical line. Kata kuncinya ini, tapi teman-teman juga harus baca dari awal, jadi bisa dimengerti konteks dari pertanyaannya apa untuk mendapatkan jawabannya. Sama nggak konteks pertanyaan ini dengan yang di sini? Oke, guys, untuk hari ini itu dulu yang akan kita pelajari dari Gapville. Next week kita akan try to elaborate the other type of equations in reading task. Oke? Sampai sini ada yang ingin teman-teman tanyakan?
Excuse me, Miss.
Sorry, siapa tadi?
Halo.
Ya, halo.
Hello, Miss. Yeah.
Yeah,
thank you.
Mr.
I would
Haris,
like to ask about. I would like to ask about number 11. Does it refer to the soil or the additive? Because I guess from the noun in the passage, it refers to the additive, something that we add to the soil to make it more fertile. So I guess it might be the additive, like additive and soil, like two different things, I guess at first. Like.
Kalau bahasa Indonesianya horticultural additive apa?
Mungkin kayak mungkin zat tambahan ke tanah, kayak apa ya, yang sesuatu yang ditambahkan gitu.
Oke. Nah, kalau misalnya if you see the headings of the columns, it refers to the use of what? Oke, jadi decaying sphagnum ini biasanya digunakan untuk apa? Di sini kita disebutin jawabannya emang kalau misalnya dia two words, kita bisa bilang horticultural soil additive. Tapi karena di sini dia spesifik bilang adalah uses sphagnum, decaying sphagnum ini digunakan untuk apa? The correct one is it must be soil, horticultural soil, digunakan untuk tanah hortikultural. Bukan aditif, bukan zatnya, tapi lebih ke digunakan untuk tanahnya, apanya gitu ya, untuk tanah.
Oke.
Okay?
Thank you, Miss.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anyone? Ada tambahan lain? Ada ya? Pada diam-diam aja nih. Oke, guys, kalau nggak ada pertanyaan lain, next week kemungkinan kita akan belajar true, false, not given, no, yes, not given. Jadi I'll see you there. Thank you for today. I hope you find it easy to learn about reading pasas from today's material. I think that's all for today. Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Miss April.
Thank you.